Okay, hi Greta. So we're going to try drawing this turtle today. And you've seen a picture of it already, so we can see that we've got this, what looks like might be a complicated picture. So let's take a look and see what we have here. If you've never drawn a turtle before, it might seem a little bit complicated. So what we're going to do is when we draw it, we're going to try to think about very simple things to kind of relax our brain so we don't feel nervous about drawing it. Um, some of the things that might make some people nervous are these parts here. As we go along, we're going to see that even though we would call them the turtle's toes, they're really just little oval shapes. This part might look kind of complicated, but we'll see that it kind of looks like a circle, like beads on a necklace, a string of beads on a necklace. And this is the part that makes people the very most nervous. And when we get to it, we're going to see that it's just a whole bunch of circles. So we're going to try and make sure our brain stays relaxed as we draw it so that we don't feel nervous or we don't feel like it might be too complicated. So to make it all fit on the video here, I'm going to have to just look at part of it at a time. So I'm going to move it over here like this. And when we draw animals, usually we start with this part here to make sure we get it in a place we want it. Now the whole time that I draw this animal, I'm not going to use any words that are turtle words. I'm not going to say head or eye or toes. We're going to use our artist brain and just use describing words to draw it. So we're going to talk about dots and circles and curvy lines and straight lines and all those describing kind of lines as we go along. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to draw this curvy line that goes up a hill and then it kind of turns and curves and goes along the top of the hill, then comes down and curves around. So I'm going to start here on my paper. Now I'm using a marker, but you'll probably want to use a pencil to draw yours. I'm going to go up the hill, and then when I get to the top of the hill, I'm going to go across, and then I'm going to go down the cliff and curve up here and end. Sometimes lines just kind of end in the middle of nowhere and they're not really connected to things, and that's how we'll draw this one. Next, we're going to draw this line that comes down and stays kind of close to that curve, and then it drops down here like this. So we're going to draw this little curve here, and it goes over, and then it drops down. Now let's go back up here. We have a little dot. Then we have a circle with a dot in it and a little curvy line right there. And then you see there's another little curvy line there. Okay. The next part we're going to draw is we're going to draw this really big mountain here. Okay. Let's see if I can fit this all on the paper. Okay. So we have this big mountain coming back from where that hill ended. So we're going to go up and make a big mountain that goes all the way to the back. Okay, and we're just going to stop. It just kind of stops in the middle of nowhere there. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fold this out of the way so that we can see everything. See if that helps. We can fit everything on here. Okay, so that just kind of stops. We're just going to stop in the middle there. Then we're going to start at the beginning of the mountain here, and we're going to make a row of circles. Now, I have 7 circles here. You may end up with 7 or 8 or 10 or 12, however many circles you want to make, and we're just going to start making circles, and you can count as you go. I'm going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it took me about 8 circles to go all the way across. So you can count and see how many it takes you. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to work on this part right here. And we can see that this comes down and it makes kind of a backwards L shape, or like a very flat J. So we're going to come down and make a backwards L shape. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make these 4 little ovals. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you know how to make ovals, right? So then we come up here and then we make an angle. We make a little pointy place and then go up. And there, it's just a backwards L and some ovals and a pointy place. Then we'll come over here and we'll do another one. And just find a nice place right here to do it. We're going to come down. Whoops, I started wrong. I should have started back here with the backwards L shape. And then I'm going to do an oval. 2, 3, 4. And then I'll make that little pointy place, that little angle right there. Okay. Now the next tricky part, and this is the only time I'll use the actual name of a turtle part. This is the tummy shell of the turtle. And it kind of feels like we'd be nervous because it's like, well, oh my gosh, I don't know how to make the tummy shell of a turtle. But we can see that this is kind of shaped like a hot dog. Can you see that? It looks like a hot dog under there. There's the front of the hot dog. There's a part of the hot dog. And there's the back end of the hot dog. So I'm going to draw a hot dog. There's the front end of the hot dog. Then I'm only have to draw one line of the hot dog, and then we draw the back end of the hot dog. And we make a hot dog shape under there. Now we have this little banana shape here. Remember, we're not going to use any real turtle words. We're going to use art words in our head. Then we're going to come up here, and we have, again, we have this line that's like a backwards L shape. And then 4 little ovals. And then we have a line that goes over, and it makes a pointy place, and then goes up again. Okay? So now we have the main part of the turtle done, and we got it all done, and now comes this design. If we look really closely, we can see that there's a circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, right in the very middle of all that design. So I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And I bet you can guess the next thing we do is that we're just going to make another circle around each of those circles. So I'm going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. And of course, now you can see that the next step is to make another circle. We have 9, 10, 11, 12. And we'll keep going. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Now when they start getting really, really close, we can still count 21. Now they're going to kind of bump into each other. So we're just going to bump into each other. And this one will come around. And if we can't make a whole circle, we'll just make a part of a circle. We'll just make a curvy line to finish up that part. And then we keep going until we until we fill up all those white places inside this mountain shape. So we might make some lines there and some curvy lines there. Okay, and now we have a completed turtle. Okay, now it's time for you, if you would like to color your turtle. You can, well, actually, first before you color it, you can add some more designs, or you can add the designs with crayons as you go. So some of the things students have liked to do is they like to put the turtle standing in some grass. So we can draw grass. Some people think that the turtle should be near a pond, so we can add some water down here because he's going in for a little swim maybe. And if we want to make it look like water, we can add some ripples, like somebody just dropped a rock in there, or maybe a dragonfly landed in there. Maybe we want to give the turtle, maybe there's some rocks down here, maybe some grass growing, or maybe the turtle has laid a nest and maybe there's some eggs in the ground and we can have a turtle nest. Okay. And then up on top here, we can draw other things. Let me take just a second. I'm going to grab a sample of some coloring. Yes, a good teacher is always ready for her pupils. So here's a picture. Once you get all your details in that you want for your turtle, here's a way you can color your picture. You can add some hills in the background. You could add some cattails, some big pointy leaves like this with the brown cattail heads. You can make a cloud in the sky. And the skies aren't always perfectly blue. Sometimes there's sunrises and sunsets. So you can make a colorful sky. We don't know. Maybe this is the early morning and the turtle's just getting up and going for a swim, or maybe he's ready to go out for a swim at the end of the day. In any case, you can put in whatever designs you like, and then you can color your picture. Always make sure you sign your work at the bottom then, so you'll write Greta down here when you're done. So that is how you draw the turtle. Also, I want to make sure you choose very smart colors to draw your turtle. If you're drawing this in pencil, you want to make sure that you're choosing nice light colors so you don't cover up your pencil lines too much. So I would choose a nice light green for the turtle. Some people even choose like a yellow color for up here. And then for the grass and the hills, you can see I used 2 or 3 different colors of green. I used 2 different colors here with a little bit of yellow in between. I made some dirt down here. So make sure you use all the colors that you have in your crayon box, and make sure you can even mix the colors. I have some yellow and some green mixed in here. So have fun with your picture and good luck drawing your turtle. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.